Chapter 1697 finds Duncan still in a state of emotional upheaval as he struggles to deal with the consequences of his vehicle accident and the physical constraints it has placed upon him. He becomes angry and refuses to see the York brothers, Zachary and Callum, when they try to see him at the hospital. Duncan's sense of sympathy in the eyes of those who visit him exacerbates his already bad attitude. Duncan's physical condition has deteriorated significantly during his hospital stay. He has lost weight, and his once vigorous appearance has waned. His eyes, which used to shine with vitality, now reflect a sense of desperation and despair. The doctors have emphasized that his ability to fully recover hinges on regaining his confidence, enduring the lead treatments, and engaging in rehabilitation. However, the road to recovery is long and challenging, with a possibility of slow progress, which further adds to Duncan's frustration. His parents, Mr. and Mrs. Lewis, are extremely disturbed by their son's emotional upheaval and tantrums. Mrs. Lewis takes responsibility for her son's lack of appetite, explaining that she insisted on feeding him despite his protests. She is overwhelmed by guilt and sorrow for her son's suffering and feels the need to care for him herself. Duncan's outbursts and refusal to see visitors, including his close friends and the York brothers, reflect his intense frustration and emotional turmoil. He resents being dependent on others for care and longs for his former independence and mobility. His once robust appetite has vanished, and he struggles to sit up, convinced that he will never walk normally again. His self confidence has been shattered, and he cannot bear to see sympathy in the eyes of those who care about him. The emotional toll on Duncan is matched by the distress experienced by his parents, who are doing everything in their power to support their son during this difficult time. Mr. Lewis is torn between anger and pleading as he watches his son's mental state deteriorate. The York brothers, despite Duncan's refusal to see them, offer comfort and reassurance to Mrs. Lewis. They understand the gravity of Duncan's situation and express their belief that he will recover in time. Their presence at the hospital underscores the importance of family and friendship during moments of crisis. This chapter sheds light on Duncan's ongoing emotional struggles and the impact of his disability on his mental well being. His journey to recovery and self acceptance promises to be a central theme in future chapters. Meanwhile, the unwavering support of his family and friends, particularly the York brothers, highlight the power of compassion and companionship in times of adversity.